Hey everybody, welcome back to MTG Spec. My name's Tom. We're going to go through our last regular Magic Notebook. Oh, spelled the camera. We live on a fault line here in Georgia, so just bear with me. Okay. All right, we see. All right, I think we can see. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is my last regular book. I have a book of Magic foils, but every book in the binder tour after this is going to include at least some non-magic. So Jeff Darrow is one of my favorite comic book artists of all time. This front page has all of his cards that he did, although only one of them was a reserve list card, Carrion. He did some projects with Frank Miller from the Dark Knight Returns fame, like The Big Guy and Rusty the Boy Robot. He did Shaolin Cowboy. He did Hard Boiled. Not the John Woo one, but a lot of good stuff. And this is every printing of every card he did. This Relentless Assault was reprinted in Starter 1999 and 6th edition. All right, then we get into Conspiracy 1. Pretty impactful set. It certainly changed the way people view supplementary sets. I really like that set a lot. Some amazing reprints, as well as some really good new stuff. I ran a deck when Conspiracy came out that had the Typhoid Rats with Death Touch and the Power of Fire that lets a creature deal damage. So if you do that with a Death Touch creature, then the damage itself is Death Touch as well. And so I was like knocking off like expensive to cost legendary angels, and it was brutal. I like the constructs they did that where you draft them face up and it would have, oh, is this Conspiracy 2? Which one? This is the first Conspiracy. Yeah. But that was a really cool mechanic. That's right. I think this book begins and ends with Conspiracy. Let me skip ahead. Yeah. Conspiracy take the crowns at the end. So it starts with Conspiracy, ends with Conspiracy. Pretty appropriate ending. Now this was, this was Cunning versus Speed versus Cunning. So it's kind of a red centric versus a combat oriented deck. And then we get into the infamous Khans of Tarkir with the fetch lands. Got the 3 fetch lands there. And 2 more. I bought so many of these just for the possibility of getting fetch lands. I got really sick of all the other rares in the set. It was nice to see Soren come back as a white-black vampire, though. He's my boy, my son. All right, what was this one? This was Commander 2014. So with Commander, I just sort of, I don't know. I think I bought all 5 decks because this was the first set that rolled out legendary planeswalkers that could be used as commanders. They had that special type line that says such and such can be your commander. First time that had ever really been done. This card's amazing. The Reform. When it dies, you get a 3/3 blue fish. And when it dies, you get a 6/6 blue whale. And when it dies, you get a 9/9 kraken. Like, it's just so funny how you can level up. Hope everybody is bracing for a fantastic 2022. I don't know why you brace for something that's going to be good, but hopefully it's good. But, you know, you might brace yourself nevertheless. Yeah, there's the 3 creatures that are all generated by that one blue card. Oh, Tuk. All right. So after that, we get into Fate Reforged, which also had the possibility of, you could either pull a one of these life gain lands or a fetch land in those packs as well. It was a little bit more rare to get the fetches, and I'm not even sure if you could get a foil fetch from this set because you weren't getting it necessarily from the. I don't know. It was a little more rare to get the fetch lands from this set, but it was still possible. The third set didn't have any fetches. But since it wasn't in a regular rare slot, it was kind of unusual to get one. This guy was cool too, the Warden of the First Tree. I like this mechanic a lot where you can level up a creature without having to do the level up mechanic, like where you just spend mana to choose your own adventure with that creature. I think that's really neat. Always going to point out the Therese Nielsen art. She'll be missed. 2 Therese Nielsens on one page. What a treat. You won't see that in any future sets. Or Noah Bradley for that matter. All right. Here we get into the Elder Dragons. Pretty cool. I think I'm missing one of the Elder Dragons. It's just like the ally colored gods. I had to make a space for a planeswalker because this was all like alphabetized at the time. After this, I only have one other book that's actually still alphabetized. That last Magic book. So this was Commander 2015, I believe. Or no, Modern Masters 2. Modern Master. Which one was this? Yeah, Modern Masters 2 that came out in 2015. My favorite Modern Masters set. I think this is even the one that had the crappy pull tab paper packs. You may have seen that on some box openings, or you may have just bought them back in the day. But like, look at this row here. Got Emrakul, Karn, and Bitter Blossom by Rebecca Gay. Like, how amazing is that? And then down here we have Dark Confidant, and as I recall, he's got something. Yeah, Tarmogoyf on the back of him. Like, this was a crazy powerful set. Yeah, we got Tarmogoyf, we got the Noble Hierarch. Just really Kiki Jiki. They overprinted that dude, but it was a neat set. Loveland Frogman. Let's see. I'm just kidding, this Plax Caster Frog. I'm just trolling my MetaZoo fans. All right. Then what do we get into here? Okay, this was... What was this set? It was a dual deck. It was something versus Eldrazi. I honestly don't remember. Zendikar. It was Zendikar versus Eldrazi. It That Betrays is a great card. The first time I ever played this card, somebody took control of it and attacked me with it. So it completely lived up to its name. All right, then we get back into Zendikar, and I'm telling you, every time Zendikar does this beautiful rollout of full art lands, I just love it. It's some of my favorite stuff. The Bucket Island, the Sinkhole from this set was really beautiful. Just really incredible stuff. And there's a whole cycle by Noah Bradley that they actually chose to be the reprint cycle. And what was the, oh God, what were those $100 packs they came out with? Anyway, like the crazy $100 booster packs that they came out with for like some master set or whatever. But yeah, incredible art. This had a lot of cool lands in it. I guess this had lottery cards, so I wound up getting a lot of this. And there's Ulamog. He's a good card. A little pricey at 10, but you know, you get what you pay for. It always seems like landfall mechanics favor green, since they sort of lean into ramp anyway. But landfall is a great mechanic. I like this too, the Awaken. I actually have a fun Awaken deck. Let's build around this guy, actually. All right, what else we got? Oh, remember back when Young Omnath was just like 1 or 2 colors? instead of like 5. All right, what was this? This had to have been, okay, this was another Commander set. I guess Commander 2015. Yeah, I remember getting this guy because he reminded me of the Attack Titan from Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager's. And then we have the only basic land type without a basic land type. Usually when you have a basic land, it'll say basic land, forest, basic land, plains, etc. This one's just blank. So it's a basic land, but it's a non-basic basic land. And these were the types that came in the starter decks or the Planeswalker decks, whatever they were. So the full icons were unique. But these are oddly collectible, strange lands. We've never really seen them since. People still call this mana symbol waste, even though it's just non-basic, or it's just a colorless mana. That's all that means. Like, I'll play it for 1 waste. Oh god, this was one of the few sets where the colorless was the most broken color. Just insane. All right, the founding of the Watch, the Justice League origin story. Only had, what, 4 members initially? Yeah, they didn't even have a black member until Liliana joined a couple sets later. All right, then we get into Shadows over Innistrad with the birth of the clue tokens and Avacyn getting all pissy, turning red. Flip cards. I kind of like to do this sometimes where if I have a flip card, I like to have the 2 sides side by side just so I can see what it transforms into. And then we have some Eternal Masters. This was a great set. It's my only copy of Vampiric Tutor. Every time I pull that card, I wind up selling it, and for good reason. We got Chrome Mox. I always love the 0 cost artifacts. It's Mana Crypt. Very nice. This was a beautiful set, the Eldritch Moon. I love Emrakul. I love Lily. The Oath of Liliana is actually one of the prettiest Lily arts ever. Tree of Perdition was cool because it kind of brought back the tree from the original Zendikar that was green. Color swapped it. And then we get into Conspiracy Take the Crown. These are the Conspiracy type card, which is banned in all formats, but very fun to play with in a draft. Oh, Goblin Balloon. I gotta tell you my Goblin Balloon Brigade story. So I was playing a rare game of Ante with my friend TD, my bestie TD. And he was playing some green deck, and I anteed my only copy of my revised edition Goblin Balloon Brigade. And I was like, you know, I really love the little art on that dude. It's cool. Let me re-ante, because we had a thing where you could re-ante once. And so I re-anteed, and the card I re-anteed was my Mox Pearl, and he whooped my ass with 2 Crawworms in play, and he won a Mox Pearl in an anti-game. How's that for a crusty old-timer story? All because I couldn't part with my revised Goblin Balloon Brigade, which is still worth about maybe 75 cents. Mox Pearl from... These were on limited edition, I believe. So that would have been, I don't know, still $5,000-$6,000 probably. What are you going to do? Well, don't play Ante, that's what you do. All right, then we got Brienne of Tarth, Queen Marchesa, and my last regular Magic binder ends with a typo. At the beginning, your end step, draw a card. Oh, the Monarch. You know, I never even noticed that until they reprinted it, that was misspelled, or that there's a typo there. That's weird. All right, let's open randomly to a Moment of Zen. Tarmogoyf used to be good, but screw him. Ah, there we go. That's the stuff. Love these guys. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a great New Year's Eve. And I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.